So we had Jidion here, and I asked him.
Yeah, why y'all beef? I don't like this.
I asked him personally, like, what that shit was. He gave
When?
He was on the pod.
Within the last day?
No. You guys, they beefed afterwards. They beefed at Manchester. Jidion was at Manchester.
Yeah, but they beefed prior to that, and then they beefed again after.
Oh, I didn't know you guys were beefing
There was
prior.
no beef, dog.
I mean,
What happened at the fight?
Yo, there was no beef. Jidion went ape shit on my brother. I texted him because I was friends with him.
Yeah.
I said, I think you went a little too far. If you ever want to handle something with Jake, just call me, dude. There's no reason to like go at his exes. He went from 0 to 100 on my brother.
No, but break down the whole shit, because like you were sitting on the couch, you were home, I don't know, but you did call him a bitch or some shit like that.
Wait, when?
You called him a bitch. You were sitting next to Jake and some other people.
Oh, no, it was about the...
You talk about when I asked
you guys
him to
were
move?
sitting next to each other at the fight.
Yeah.
I did not call him a bitch.
You called him something.
No, I didn't call him
anything. He broke it
anything.
down on the fight, and he was like, hey, you came at him, and that's why he responded in
Jake
that
said
way.
that.
Hold on, can I pee? I want to
Jake?
pee, but I
No,
want
I
to
thought
listen
it
to
was
this.
It was Logan.
Hold on.
No, I didn't know such thing.
You guys keep going if you need to.
So
but
why does he feel that, why are you calling him two-faced? Explain the whole situation.
It's first off, I hate giving this narrative any fucking fuel because I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. We were at a UFC event. He was sitting next to us, and there was a camera, a live streaming camera in our face.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like being live streamed. God strike me down. So I politely asked him, very politely, and this is all on video. I never called him a bitch. He's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We work together with Prime. I was like, hey, bro, do you mind switching seats with me just so you can face the other way? Because I just don't feel like being live streamed all night. Please don't be mad at me, Jidion. This is like coming from a nice place. I'm not good at like messaging. Whatever I said, it was like polite.
Yeah.
I think it rubbed him a little bit of the wrong way. Cause like, I get content creation, especially being like a young creator. He's in the heat of it, dude, and he's doing great. His numbers are great.
Yeah.
He's got a loyal audience. W's in the chat for Jidion, and so I think it may have rubbed him the wrong way, dude. Like you know, I'm out of it. I'm not daily vlogging. I'm not doing the live streams. Like I value the time and privacy I have with my girl at these events that we come to a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it rubbed him the wrong way a little bit. Then he snapped on my brother. And like people can say that I'm a bad brother and all this shit, but like, you know, I only have so much tolerance for people who are talking shit about Jake, like including Bradley Martin recently, who came out and said some shit
what
about
happened
Jake.
with Brad?
Nah.
I love Brad.
So I texted Jidion. I was like, hey, bro, I think you went a little too far with Jake. Hopped on the phone. I was like, if you ever want to clear anything up, and he like apologized, whatever, and because he was talking about his ex and all the deepest cuts you could go for with Jake, he did in one live stream.
But this was a mutual ex, right?
No, it was Jake's. It was like the controversy back then.
Oh.
Anyways, I think both of those things, which I can say confidently, I was within reason. I don't think either of those are like out of the ordinary. Kind of rubbed him the wrong way. So when this Dylan shit started coming out, and by the way, that was the extent of my conversation with Jidion.
Okay.
Then when this Dylan shit started coming out, Jidion's stoking the fire with Dylan. Fucking get back on Twitter, you're the funniest guy ever. Like, and I'm in my head, I'm like, you worked with us, with Prime. You've been on my podcast. We're friends. We have open dialogue. I even gave you advice with some stiff stuff in your career. Because of these two things that I think were very reasonable, why are you completely flipping to someone who is an evil human, especially as a person who is as supposedly good virtued as Jidion is?
Nah, he's a good guy.
Why choose Dylan fucking Dennis, an actual evil human?
Okay.
Why?
So that's why.
Did you ask him that?
I didn't ask him. I was in Manchester, and he's like, and I knew this was gonna happen. He was backstage. You chirped him. He's like, "Hey, Logan, can we switch seats real quick?" He was like trolling me in person, and I was, you know, I don't know, testosterone was flying. Like I was at this press conference. I just threw a cake of Dylan Dennis' head at Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yo, you two-faced." And he's like, "Yo, dude, what about you and KSI? What about won't be real with KSI?" And I didn't understand what he was saying, and he says he doesn't need to be real with me because I'm not real, but I've only kept it real with Jidion. I don't know the young man.
I think you guys need to connect again.
Yeah, I do need to connect.
'Cause
He's a good guy.
He's a good
Yeah, so
kid,
You're
bro,
actually a good guy too.
So what
Like,
happened?
yeah, I
tell
gotta
me what
squash that.
happened, bro.
I'm just saying. I asked him, and I'm asking you, and like I'm
But
hearing
it sounds like he
different
told you a
stories.
different story. I never called him a bitch until 3 days ago, ever.
He felt justified to respond in the way that he did.
That's insane to
Yeah.
me. Because even when after I did that,
Yeah.
he goes for the deepest cuts he can.
What's the deepest cut?
Just saying deep. Like, bro, I've done a lot. I'm roastable. You know, there's some things that you can say, and some things that like, all right, I'm going for his fucking jugular. And he did that. Like, what are you doing going 0 to 100? You know, and like, he's a young creator. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not even gonna comment. I have no business on trying to assume what's going on in his life.
We need to have
God bless him. God bless him.
We need to have a dinner
him on the
together.
phone, yeah.
We need to have a
'Cause-
no cameras, no nothing dinner together.